So I always say, like, I had this picture of the world that it was concrete and asphalt with places that were cut out for trees. That was sort of my view of the world, and camp changed that for me. And you can see just a little bit, seeing a frog, that's changing it for them. And we need citizens that understand the whole world, the value of the natural world, and they are helping become those citizens. The other thing that was interesting, you know, we have a lot of girls that go to Camp for Every Girl, and it is a great program. So if you have not heard about it, I would encourage you to find out about it. There was a girl who's gone for a couple of years now, and last year was her first year. Her name's Shay, and just like those girls, she had never, well, more even than them, she had never even been swimming at all before. And so it seems like a small thing, but she was so excited to actually go swimming for the first time that she made her counselor take a picture of her in the swimming pool and text it to her mother. And you think about, like, you might think, oh, well, that's little, but it is those small things, those things in which girls get to try something they've never tried before, even though they're saying they weren't afraid at all. Those things that make your heart race a little bit, and you learn how, like, I can do that. I have confidence now. Those are the things that are going to make them be able to have confidence in other situations and actually, hopefully, have confidence in life, because Girl Scouts gives them all of those experiences. And Camp for Every Girl is an important way that we connect girls. And here we're talking about Girls in Truth. Many of the girls who go to Camp for Every Girl are served in other ways. And this is a way for them to really feel that Girl Scout sisterhood as well, and to actually learn how to take leadership in this environment in which they are supported. There is another girl that I'd like to tell you about with Camp for Every Girl who came in, and this is the other thing. A lot of times girls, if I'm a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old and I've never been really in the outdoors, I start to tell myself, I don't really like the outdoors. But Girl Scouts of the USA actually has done some research and has found that actually is not true. When every girl goes outside, loves to go in trucks. Yes. We need to invest more in our Rangers trucks. We'll have a special program for that next year. There is a girl who was a part of one of our outreach programs in Toledo who was interested in camp, but she wasn't sure if it was for her, but she was really interested in leadership. So she actually agreed to go to camp to become a CIT. Now imagine the nerve that must have taken. Never been to camp, and she's going in a program where she's learning how to lead other girls at camp. And she loved it. She loved it so much that she went through that for 2 years, and this year she's a junior counselor, so on to the next level. And that in my mind, really does show exactly that idea that girls get one experience in Girl Scouting, and she started out with Girl Scouting in the school day in the school, and she liked that, and she learned some things, and she had great experiences there. And then she had an opportunity like Camp for Every Girl, through Camp for Every Girl, and she was able to go and get a little bit of leadership training, and really felt great about that, and built a sisterhood at camp, so she couldn't wait to get back to her camp friends, which, you know, anyone who's been to camp knows that feeling. And then now she's really in a real leadership role at camp, and we hope that she's going to stick with it and become a camp counselor. And obviously we hope even greater things for her. And so Camp for Every Girl allows that to happen, and it does it, and some of you may know this, so if you know it already, I apologize that I'm repeating myself, or I'm telling you something you already know, but it says, it realizes that families face a lot of expenses with kids, and some families really face a lot of expenses and without the means to be able to support it, and we want to be able to serve those girls too. There shouldn't be a girl who doesn't get to have camp and all of the great things it has to offer just because of their family's financial situation. And because of the people in this audience and other committed women and men around this council, we're able to give that experience by helping that we actually work with the family, so that there's one burden is just all the paperwork and trying to figure out all the paperwork and what am I supposed to do next. So we actually invite all the parents in, and they fill it out all together. There's the issue of transportation. I mean, all of us drove up here, if your family doesn't have a reliable car, or if your family, if they have, maybe they have to work at the time camp starts and it's just hard to get transportation up here, we provide transportation for the girls. So we make sure they get here. There's physicals, and everyone here who has been to a doctor recently knows that can set you back. And if a family is living, is counting their pennies tightly, then that makes a big difference. We provide that. And I say we, meaning we, all of you are a part of providing that. So I hope that when you heard their stories, that you're thinking about the fact that you made this happen. You made this happen for those little girls, and we hope that we can find even more people, because next year we have a higher goal for Camp for Every Girl. We want to serve more girls because we know the good that it does. We know that it changes girls' lives. We know that girls get to swim for the first time, and they get to become leaders that come back and come back. And we know that in the long run, and probably all of you who have a camp experience know, in the long run, it makes you more confident in life. And so thank you for being a part of that.